Hello, I'm Craig Brelsford, and welcome to another episode of Small Stocks, Big Money. For those of you new to the show, RedChip is an investor relations, media, and research firm focused on emerging growth companies. Our unique platform combines global multimedia with traditional investor relations, reaching investors around the world. Now, today's show features interviews with executives of two public companies. First up is Calidi Biotherapeutics, a clinical stage immuno-oncology company with proprietary technology designed to arm the immune system to fight cancer. Calidi's novel stem cell-based platforms utilize potent allogeneic stem cells capable of carrying payloads of oncolytic viruses for use in multiple oncology indications, including high-grade gliomas and solid tumors. Calidi's off-the-shelf, universal cell-based delivery platforms are designed to protect, amplify, and potentiate oncolytic viruses, leading to enhanced efficacy and improved patient safety. This dual approach can potentially treat or even prevent metastatic disease. We'll learn more when we speak with the Chief Business Officer later in the show. Up next is Gorilla Technology Group, a global leader in AI-based industrial Internet of Things solutions with a strong emphasis on security convergence, video analytics, and big data. Leveraging more than 22 years of innovation and industry expertise, Gorilla provides transformative solutions that enhance the safety, efficiency, and operational capabilities of smart cities, smart ports, smart buildings, and more. We'll learn more when we speak with the CEO later in the show. Now, before we get to the first interview, our quote of the week. It comes from the book Small Stocks, Big Money. The single most important way we attempt to manage risk in any environment is by seeking to buy stocks very cheaply. We never want to pay too much. That quote comes from Bill Hench of Royce Funds, and it is featured in Chapter 3 of Small Stocks, Big Money, a book of exclusive interviews with some of the biggest players in the microcap space. Get a digital copy on Amazon today for just $18. Now, let's get started with our first interview today with Calidi Biotherapeutics.
Stephen, good to see you today. Thanks for being on the show.
Thank you, Dave.
So, Stephen, I want to start today with your explaining your platform, an overview of what your company does and what makes it unique in the world of cancer treatment.
Definitely. We are a cancer immunotherapy. We are unique because we use stem cell and other cell elements to wrap, like a Trojan horse, to deliver a virotherapy. And that's a virus that's engineered to attack cancer and nothing else. Some of our advisors have called it the anti-chemo because it only attacks the cancer and doesn't mess with the rest of the patient's system.
And that's a very important field today in cancer research and treatment. Talk to us about why the stem cells are important, how you're using those stem cells.
We use the stem cell on two of our platforms, Neuronova and Supernova, and it acts like a cloaking device because these virotherapies had a lot of promise, or have had a lot of promise over the past 8 to 10 years, but the patient's immune system would wipe it out. And so you were left with very little to go after the cancer. By using cells, stem cells for our Neuronova and Supernova to protect the virus, like a radar cloaking device, if you will, we ensure that the virotherapy gets to the tumor and takes it out.
Okay. Now, your pipeline targets several very important needs in cancer treatment: glioblastoma, metastatic melanoma, and lung cancer. Talk to us about what stage of development, where you are in the clinical trials on these three indications.
Definitely. We have Neuronova, which is targeting brain cancer, high-grade glioma. We have a clinical trial that's underway at City of Hope in Los Angeles. And we just announced an IND approval, that's investigational new drug approval, by the FDA to do a follow-on clinical trial at Northwestern University. And our supernova is moving forward. We will complete our IND submittal to the FDA in the next 3-4 months. And then lastly, our RT Nova, which is a breakthrough targeted systemic, it's IV-based treatment that targets only the cancer. That one uses a human cell membrane engineered around the payload, the virotherapy, to flow through the bloodstream and get directly to the tumor.
What program is the most advanced, and what program are you most excited about?
Great question. The one that's most advanced is the NeuroNova, the brain cancer. We've treated 12 patients already in a safety study at Northwestern University, and we published those results a little over 2 years ago. And so that was a single dose study, and we just got FDA approval to do a multi-dose study. That's in newly diagnosed high-grade glioma, brain cancer, also called glioblastoma, the advanced form of which. Then our supernova is targeting large cancers, large tumors where there's an unmet need. So triple negative breast, head and neck, and metastatic melanoma, as well as some squamous cell cancers. And then RT Nova, the most really exciting in the eyes of big pharma, where we're currently in dialogue with 5 large cap biopharma companies around collaboration, funding initiatives. That one will target lung cancers. Most cancers, when they metastasize, will end up in the lungs. And so this is something for advanced cancers where there have been metastases throughout the body. And that's a very exciting and breakthrough technology. I should mention that NeuroNova is a licensed technology.
Stephen, you already have collaborations with some very high-profile institutions, Northwestern, for example. For this therapy that targets lung cancer, you say you're in discussions with Big Pharma for potential collaboration. What would a collaboration look like with Big Pharma?
A collaboration with Big Pharma would be them coming alongside of Calidi, financial support, as well as helping us define custom payloads on that platform that would target cancers that were of specific interest to that big pharma partner. I should mention that RT Nova came about from discussions 3 years ago with a handful of big pharma companies. They had interest in our supernova, but they said, you know, if there's any way you could make this systemic, IV based, we think that would be incredible. And one actually said, we consider that the holy grail of cancer treatments. And so today we have advanced preclinical data in support of this platform that shows how effective it is.
For a $10 million market cap company, I see a lot of upside here. So I want you to sum up the essential value proposition for investors today.
The essential value proposition here is that we have 3 drug platforms, 2 of which are either in clinic or soon to be in the clinic, and 1 platform that is considered significant breakthrough. And this is of interest to big pharma. With all these things underway, Calidi is tremendously undervalued. And so this is a great opportunity for investors to come on board and we believe to see substantial benefit over the next months and few years.
So, Stephen, it's one thing management saying we're undervalued, but you have 3 Wall Street analysts with research coverage, and the consensus is in that $10 price target range.
So yes, Dave, that is correct. We have 3 analysts who are covering Calidi, and the target consensus is $10 a share.
Significant potential upside for early investors. Stephen, it's a great story, an incredible technology, great collaborations. Thanks for being with us today.
Thank you, Dave.
Now, to get more information on Calidi Biotherapeutics, visit CLDIinfo.com. You'll see research reports, fact sheets, presentations, and the latest videos. It's all free, and you can even subscribe to email alerts to stay on top of the latest news. You can also call 1-800-RedChip to speak to a specialist if you have any questions. We also have a free weekly newsletter you can subscribe to at redchip.com, featuring emerging growth companies like Calidi Biotherapeutics. Now let's move on to our next interview today with GRRR Technology Group.
Hello, today we have Jay Chandan, Chairman and CEO of GRRR Technology Group, trading on the NASDAQ under the ticker symbol GRRR. Jay, welcome to the show.
Barrett, thank you for having me.
It's an absolute pleasure, Jay. So, for our viewers, could you begin by providing an overview of GRRR Technology Group and share specific examples of how your innovative AI and IoT solutions are empowering smart cities and transforming urban operations globally?
Once again, Barrett, thank you for having me. Disruptive technologies have revolutionized many of the services we use, transforming the way we work, communicate, shop, and travel, right? Intelligent products powered by machine learning are everywhere today, right? From chatbots to autonomous vehicles to predicting consumer behavior, detecting financial fraud, cancer diagnostics, and even in crop harvesting today. Now, we are all living in the era of smart cities. Now, it's a very simple concept, right? I mean, smart cities. Let's be frank, it comes with many explanations. Now, there are many solutions to tackle smart cities, but let me talk to you about a very genuine solution and an explanation as to what a smart city is. Typically, a smart city is something that uses intelligent technology to enhance the quality of life in urban environments, for instance, minimizing waste, optimizing energy usage, reducing congestion, and so on and so forth. Now, this is all being made possible by, whether it's increasing your efficiencies of your transit, your network, your energy grids, your lighting systems, your parking monitors, and so on and so forth. Now, the resulting infrastructure in smart cities are dynamic and reflexive. And this allows your optimization of your delivery of your resources or services to match. Now, this is where GRRR comes into play. What GRRR has done, or the GRRR team has done, has developed an outstanding technology platform with a remarkably broad applicability to think about smart energy, smart transportation, smart data, smart retail, infrastructure. Overall, our objective is to bring in together and create a smart citizen.
Thank you for that overview, Jay. That's incredibly interesting. I know GRRR has evolved into a technology leader with a strong presence in AI, security convergence, and video intelligence. Could you explain your business model and how GRRR generates revenue across its various sectors, particularly in the context of your smart city and security solutions?
Absolutely. So GRRR Technology Group, as many may not know, is actually a 23-year-old company. Okay. We came out of Taiwan back in 2000, and we've been redefining the landscape of urban management through our advanced AI and IoT solutions, which is typically empowering smart cities across the globe. Now, what happens is that over a period of time, our business has evolved as well. We talked about efficiency, we talk about security, we talk about sustainability, but more importantly, we've built some flagship projects in collaboration with major metropolitan areas across Southeast Asia, East Asia, the Middle East, North Africa, and even in places like the United Kingdom and parts of Europe. Now, the smart city infrastructure, which GRRR has built, covers a wide span, whether it's traffic management, intelligent surveillance system, whether it's data analytics, building SOCs, whether it's building data centers, predictive analytics, and predictive maintenance for very critical infrastructure. Now, just give you an example. For example, where we worked in traffic congestion, we've reduced traffic congestion by about 40%, but we've also decreased in other places energy consumptions in places where we've implemented our solutions by about 25%, resulting in substantial cost savings for the city. If you look at our AI monitoring systems, we've actually been able to reduce crime by about 30 to 35%. So these successes demonstrate how our technology is transforming the urban landscape, but also improving quality of life for millions of citizens worldwide.
That's fantastic, Jay. I suppose you could describe it as a multifaceted global business. Now, I wanted to shift focus to your recent strategic share buyback program, which underscores Gorilla's confidence in its intrinsic value amidst the thriving AI market that we talk so much about on the street. Could you elaborate on the factors driving this decision and how it aligns with your long-term strategic goals?
Sure. Our strategic share buyback program, is a clear indicator of our confidence, one in the company, but in Gorilla Technology's intrinsic value and a commitment to deliver sustainable long-term growth for our shareholders. This decision is driven by our strong financial performance, underpinned by our successful expansions within the high-growth regions such as Middle East, North Africa, Southeast Asia, and the increasing adoption of our AI and cybersecurity solutions globally. Now, by reducing the number of outstanding shares, we are not only enhancing our shareholder value, but we're also reinforcing our belief in the company's future potential. I personally believe a lot in Gorilla, and I've also, as you can imagine, I've invested a lot of capital into this business. This buyback not only aligns with the broader strategic goals of consolidating the market leadership, but it's also investing in innovation, expanding our global footprint, and as we go forward, we will still strengthen our balance sheet, enabling us to pursue new opportunities and partnerships that will drive significant growth in the coming years, particularly where there's demand for smart city solutions and when there's rapid demand for safe city solutions as and when they evolve.
Thank you very much, Jay. I know Gorilla has had some recent success in completing key milestones in the Middle East North Africa region, including securing significant payments, which highlights your financial resilience. How do these achievements position Gorilla for future growth, especially in other global markets?
Our recent achievements in the MENA and the Asian regions, including securing significant payments and completing key milestones, are a testament to Gorilla's resilience and strategic acumen. These successes are not just isolated, but part of the broader strategy to establish a strong presence in the high growth markets. Now, for example, in the MENA region, we are broadly focused on AI-enabled cybersecurity solutions, which have been critical for us to securing key contracts, laying the foundation for the future of this business. But we're now poised to also replicate those models across the other regions, whether it's Southeast Asia, East Asia, South America, where we are actively working very closely, and even places like India, for example. Now, our strategy not just involves expanding globally and geographically, but also deepening our offerings. So that's why you would look at us when we talk about innovation, we talk about expanding our forefront and footprints. We also make sure that our preferred partner for governments and enterprises remains Gorilla at its core.
That's amazing, Jay. Not only do you have blue chip clients, but you also work with governments around the world. I want to shift focus now to your technical bench and your management team, which boasts significant experience across AI, cybersecurity, and strategic growth. How does this expertise influence your company's innovation pipeline and strategic direction? And could you highlight the roles and contributions of key players on your team?
Gorilla Technology's business model is built on delivering high impact. That's period, right? We have to deliver high impact. We have to have scalable products and solutions, and that drives significant value across AI and security convergence. First of all, we've built very strong teams. We have a very strong R&D team. We've got a very strong customer success team. And more importantly, what these do is they help us build revenue streams that are strategically diversified, thereby what we call delivering cutting edge technology solutions, long-term service agreements, and more importantly, recurring revenue from our managed services and software licensing. Our future in smart cities, for example, is that we will aim to provide comprehensive solutions that include everything from AI-driven traffic management systems to advanced cybersecurity frameworks. Now, this is important for us because these solutions not only generate value through the, what we call ongoing service contracts and data-driven insights, but these are also something which we can use to optimize the operations continuously. But more importantly, if you look at our security offerings, they're designed to be adaptive, allowing us to expand our offerings as new threats emerge, thereby creating additional revenue opportunities. Now, this multifaceted approach of having innovation and, more importantly, strategic operational growth services for our customer ensures that Gorilla Technology not only remains profitable, but it also is indispensable where cities and organizations we serve.
It's very exciting, Jay. Now, the last question. In summary, what is the core value proposition of Guerrilla Technology Group that makes it an attractive investment today, particularly considering your recent market expansions and robust financial position?
Good question, Barrett. See, our core value proposition lies in our ability to deliver innovative, scalable, secure AI, IoT solutions that are critical for the development of smart cities and protection of the digital infrastructure. That's simple. That's what we live for. Okay. Our recent expansion, as you see, we've grown into high growth regions such as MENA and Southeast Asia. And coupled with our strong financial position and strategic partnership, it makes us an exceptionally attractive investment opportunity. We're at the intersection of multiple growth markets, as we call AI, cybersecurity, IoT. All of these are essential for the future of urban management and security. Okay. Investors in Guerrilla Technology gain exposure to these dynamic markets, but more importantly, we're supported by a company which has a proven track record. We've been there, like I said, we've been there for 23 years. We have strategic execution capabilities, and now going through the next couple of years, we're building our financial resilience. Now, the message I would leave with you today is that as cities worldwide continue to embrace digital transformation, the demand for our solutions will only increase, providing strong and sustained returns for our investors going forward.
Jay, it's a truly fascinating and compelling story. Thank you very much for sharing it with us today. And go Guerrilla, GRRR, on the NASDAQ. Thanks, Jay.
Thank you, Barrett. Thanks for having me once again. Cheers.
Now, to get more information on Guerrilla Technology Group, visit grrrinfo.com. You'll see research reports, fact sheets, presentations, and the latest videos. It's all free, and you can even subscribe to email alerts to stay on top of the latest news. You can also call 1-800-RedChip to speak to a specialist if you have any questions. We also have a free weekly newsletter you can subscribe to at redchip.com, featuring emerging growth companies like Guerrilla Technology Group. Watch this show again and explore hundreds of small cap stock videos on RedChip's YouTube channel. Also, go to our website and sign up on our events page for the webinar series. We have webinars every week, several a week, in which we feature small public companies, mostly client companies, and you'll hear straight from the CEO, and you'll be able to ask questions after that. Again, visit redchip.com and subscribe today. In addition to our newsletter, you can order Small Stocks, Big Money. This is a book written by RedChip CEO, featuring interviews with some of the biggest players in the microcap space. Get a digital copy on Amazon for $18. Now, let's recap the companies featured today. First, you met Calidi Biotherapeutics, CLDI on the New York Stock Exchange American. Calidi Biotherapeutics is a clinical stage immuno-oncology company with proprietary technology designed to arm the immune system to fight cancer. Calidi's novel stem cell-based platforms utilize potent allogeneic stem cells capable of carrying payloads of oncolytic viruses for use in multiple oncology indications, including high-grade gliomas and solid tumors. Calidi's off-the-shelf universal cell-based delivery platforms are designed to protect, amplify, and potentiate oncolytic viruses, leading to enhanced efficacy and improved patient safety. This dual approach can potentially treat or even prevent metastatic disease. Learn more at www.cldiinfo.com. Then you met Guerrilla Technology Group, stock symbol GRRR on the NASDAQ. Guerrilla Technology Group is a global leader in AI-based industrial Internet of Things solutions with a strong emphasis on security convergence, video analytics, and big data. Leveraging more than 22 years of innovation and industry expertise, Guerrilla provides transformative solutions that enhance the safety, efficiency, and operational capabilities of smart cities, smart ports, smart buildings, and more. Learn more at www.grrinfo.com. Don't forget, check out our stocks page. It is the biggest small cap stock portal in the industry. Every company listed on the NASDAQ or New York Stock Exchange with market caps of $2 billion and less. And it's categorized by industries. Watch this show again and explore hundreds of small cap stock videos on RedChip's YouTube channel. And also be sure to sign up for our weekly newsletter and learn about a lot of small cap companies. Also, go to our website and sign up on our events page for the webinar series. We have webinars every week, several a week, in which we feature small public companies, mostly client companies, and you'll hear straight from the CEO, and you'll be able to ask questions after that. Again, if you have any questions about any of our public companies featured on today's show, call us at 1-800-RED-CHIP or email us at info@redchip.com. In closing, remember, while small caps can provide significant gains, you must be prepared for the downside. Small cap stocks are among the most volatile of asset classes. Some of the companies featured on this show are RedChip client companies, and we may own stock in these companies, so please always read our disclosures at redchip.com. Thanks for being with us today. We'll see you next week with some new, exciting, emerging growth companies.